Today, social media has become a part of our lives, particularly among youths. While social media offers numerous benefits such as connectivity and access to information, excessive online engagement can have detrimental effects on mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. As youth spend increasing amount of time online, concerns arise about the impact on their relationships, social skills, and emotional intelligence. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us on another interesting episode of Youth Connect on Trust TV. I'm Fatima Ahmed Musa. Now, before you get to meet my guest, let's go on a quick break, and when we return, the discussion will continue. Stay with us. Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us again. Joining me in the studio is Abdullahi Ibrahim. He's a civil servant. Thank you so much, Abdullahi, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And Osang Blessing, she's an entrepreneur. Thank you so much, Blessing.
It's my pleasure being here.
And we have Salaha Ibrahim. She's also an entrepreneur. Thank you, Salaha.
Thank you so much for having me.
So let's explore the, social media and youths. What are your concerns, and what comprises social media for you? Salaha, let me start with you.
Okay. Well, I'll say social media is a two-weapon sword because it has its advantage and disadvantage, and I feel like the advantage is more than the disadvantage. I'll start with the advantage. The advantage of social media for us entrepreneurs, I feel like is the easiest means to pass information and to advertise our products. Social media, you can use it for entertainment, for education, and lots more. So it's the easiest way to pass out our information, and social media is the fastest way to spread out your information, like the information you want to pass out. In just a few minutes or seconds, you can just pass out the information without you thinking, no, it won't go viral, people won't see it, but it's the easiest way. When we are sitting here together, we can't just come in and be like, okay, I want 100 people to see what I'm selling without posting it on social media. We are not up to 100 here. So 100 people can see it without me posting it on social media. And it's the easiest way to have access to more knowledge. When you're sitting here, you can't just know what is happening in the world without you picking up your phone to check what's going on. And the disadvantage, okay, I feel like people sit behind and use their phones, they hide behind their phones just to bully some people online, just to say bad things and negative things about them and spread rumors without them knowing the truth about it, just to bully some people, which is quite no good. Okay,
Abdullah, how about you? What comprises social media for you, and what are your concerns, especially amongst young people?
Yeah, well, as she earlier said, social media is a tool for obviously different reasons. So you might have good and you might have the bad. And I believe I go with her as well for saying the advantages are more. But yeah, looking at the disadvantages, social media, people use it as a tool to spread misinformation. Because everyone can just go on their phone and just type up something, blog about something, and then without having any facts, they just send it to people. And we're in a world now where people go on social media. There's a statistics that said 46% of people get their news from social media. So, you go on social media and then you see a post. You don't know if it's real, you don't know if it's fake, but then you ingest it. So you go on there and then you just take it no matter what. So people, use that as a tool to misdirect people or to give out wrong information.
Blessing, do you think this is so because young people tend to be more on social media than the older ones?
Yeah, I think so, because in the previous years, social media was not in existence and people usually communicate with themselves. But nowadays, you see that a couple of people being in a room, they will not be chatting with themselves. Everyone will be on their phones. It's disconnecting people from their families and friends. They don't usually have that interaction any longer. Most of them, they are so engrossed with their phone. They always like going through their phone. And some people, they use their phone like to ease out depression. They go on social media to try different challenges just to pass time. So I can see that the disadvantages of social media is getting more to the youth because they are being deceived easily by peer pressure and what they see online without having facts.
I mean, Abdullahi, I don't know if you know that, but let me just ask you as a young person, what do you think was the original design behind the social media in the first place?
I think the history of social media actually started from just a few applications, and it was mostly focused on, connecting, typing, texting, reaching out to people. I remember when Facebook came out in the earlier days. That was one of the first social media platforms that came out.
Yeah.
And it was mainly just people, meeting new people, having friends, and all of that. Yeah, so it was mainly based on connectivity.
So, what's, in your opinion, Salaha, would you say social media is really a dependable platform for people to be on?
Yes, to some extent. Because I feel like me personally, when I don't take my phone to be like, what's happening, I'll be like, no update.
I hope you're not the kind of person that wakes up, in the morning and the first thing you do is to go through your phone.
But I'll be like, what's going on? I want to know what's going on, what's happening. Like you have to
Be updated.
Be updated, exactly. Thank you. You have to be updated just to know, okay, this happened, that happened. Yeah.
Abdullah, I don't know if you saw. Do you also go to your phone the first thing you wake up from in the morning? You just reach out to your phone?
Yeah, it depends.
And I'm sure the next thing is social media.
Yeah, it depends on the reasons. Maybe sometimes the night before I was following up maybe with a friend, or we were talking about something, and we were expecting something, I could say. So when I go to sleep, maybe without getting a reply, when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, what did this guy say? What's the update on this? So it's like one of the first things you do when you wake up. I think most of us do that.
Yeah, I think that's the connectivity that, earlier Blessing was saying. Would you say, how much do you spend time on social media, Blessing? How much time do you spend, and why?
And why? Okay, because I'm an entrepreneur and my business is based online. I get most of my customers online. Like, I barely have a working customer. Even when I had a store, I don't think I even had a working customer. Most of my customers were all online. They usually contact me online. So I can say that I prefer online business to offline, because social media helped me get more clients online.
Yeah, because we've already spoken about how it disconnects family and friends. But is it possible for people to avoid social media and just the fear of missing out also? Do you think it's possible for people to avoid social media just so they don't feel disconnected somehow to the world?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
How can we do that?
Like, for me, I think that it's personal, because some people might just say that they will change their phone or go offline for 4 months. 3 months, you won't see them online. It's personal. But actually, personally, for me, I'm not sure I can stay a week without being on social media.
I'm sure, Blessing, you're the kind of person that when your phone goes bad, you
I'll go crazy.
But how about you, like, how long do you stay on social media?
Well, recently, not quite often, because I work a 9 to 5 most of the time, 8 to 5 actually. So I wake up in the morning, and as I said, maybe only on weekends I go through my phone as soon as I wake up. But on the weekdays, I wake up and then I get ready and then I go straight to work. And my type of job actually requires like me to be on the job all the time. So I barely have time to say, let me branch out and use social media and all of that. So it's usually later when I get back home in the evening. Yeah, but then I still don't use it as much because I prefer to just maybe do something with the people that I'm with at home. Maybe play board games, maybe play FIFA, maybe all of those things.
Yeah, games.
I feel like men do more of that than ladies.
So you mean ladies don't play games?
No, we do, but men do more of that.
Okay, so, but do you have concerns on how young people tend to stay longer on their phones? And definitely what they will be doing is social media, because it will not be like, for some they watch movies, for some they take it, use it to learn, like you just said. But do you feel it's getting too much?
Yes. We have religions, cultures. I feel like they pick up other traditions and cultures easily they pick up other Western traditions, you get?
Western life.
Yeah, they try to imitate them. Thank you. They try to imitate what they're doing, just to fit in and be like, oh, I'm going with the trending. You get what I'm trying to say? So I feel like they need to spend less time on social media and communicate with people around them, just to understand what's going on in the society and learn more in the society than social media.
I mean, a lot of technology, what's it called? Technologies are coming up time to time. You know, things are changing. So, like with the AI, you know, if youths get to find out what AI can do, I feel it's going to lessen some of the burdens for them. When it may be in terms of project or research and what have you. But what are your concerns about that, Abdullahi?
Well, my concerns with AI are, as you said, yes, you can use it as a tool to make things easier, you know, to help you with research, to help you with. But going on the point of misinformation that I said earlier, people use AI now to actually modify people's voices and, you know, spread out things. And you would hear someone's voice and say, yes, definitely this person, when it's not. You know, so I think there are so many loopholes that AI can be used in a very negative way, which is really concerning with the rate of how much it is advancing.
Okay, Blessing, have you ever felt, you know, left out or feel insecure because you saw some posts that maybe, you know, from other people? If you have ever felt that, how did you handle that kind of
For me, I've never felt that before, but I know that there are people out there that are easily intimidated with what they see online. Some people might be thinking that, look at what my fellow age mates are doing, like I'm not doing well, they'll be feeling bad. Some of them are usually living fake life, and those people that will be feeling bad, they don't even know. So they'll just be feeling bad and getting depressed and getting themselves worked out. Meanwhile, they are doing better than those people they are seeing online. So for me, I've never felt that way before.
So how do we balance, you know, online interactions with persons that are just like around us? How do you balance that? Like earlier, I think you made mention of, you know, going to a place where you see everyone is on their phones and stuff. So how can we balance being online and then getting to interact with the people that are around you?
I think we need to make it important to live in the moment, because at the end of the day, we're human beings. And connection, being intentional, you know, like when you say we're going out to go do something outside, when you go outside, be intentional with the plan that you've made, and then actually put your phones aside. Just pick it up in case of emergencies, but then anything other than that, I think live in the moment and actually do what you're there for. And then when you leave, maybe when in your spare time, you can use your phone.
Okay, so this question is going to go to all of you, you know. Have you ever taken a break on social media, and how was the experience for you, Sada?
No, I've never.
Even when you go to bed, it's not a break.
It is, but like I've never
decided to like, okay, let me go off the social media platform, let me see what happens. Do you go to all the social media platforms every day?
Yes, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. I don't even spend much time on my
because
WhatsApp.
you're an entrepreneur, I mean, so you need that, right? So, but if need be, would you go on break?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I've actually gone on social media breaks a couple of times.
How was the experience?
I think sometimes it's really refreshing because, you know, sometimes so many things happen online. You're in Nigeria, but on a daily you're seeing things from America, UK, this, that, and then you get so engrossed in so many things. But then when you take yourself away from that, you know, and you just live the life you're in, I think, it refreshes your brain a lot.
How about you? Would you do that for your mental well-being? I mean, you know, there are some unrealistic things that we get to see on
Probably when I'm
media.
Heartbroken or when I want to heal from something, probably I might go off social media. But for now, I've never gone out of social media.
Heartbroken, is it when you want to avoid certain things that you don't want to see?
Like certain calls, certain chats, certain videos, I might go off social media.
Okay, so I mean, at this point, let's go on a quick break, and when we return, we'll still go into more questions and the discussion will continue. Stay with us. Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us again on Youth Connect. All right, before we went on break, we were talking about if we are going to go on break and what the experience will be. But in what ways do you think the social media companies can promote a healthier relationship in terms of interactions with other people? Okay. What do you think they can do to promote healthier relationships?
I think they can start banning some accounts. Some accounts that post rumors about some people without, and if you go through the comment section, honestly, it's very, I don't know, but it's very brutal. Some comments are very brutal. Like people just say whatever they want. I'm sure you usually come across comments like that. So people are very brutal in comment section, and I swear sometimes that's just what I want to read.
Yeah, because I've seen people saying if you see a post and you don't go through comment section, you have not seen anything. Exactly. But Abdullah, how do you think they can promote a healthier relationship? Like we rightly, figured out that cyberbullying is too much, especially coming from the young people. So what regulations do you think the platforms should have to build a healthier relationship?
First, I'll go with what she said, with banning accounts. Because people who maybe make rude comments or all of that, or post graphic images or videos, there should be a system that bans their accounts so they can't keep on putting all of these in place. And then there are things they can put in place also, like maybe filtering out what goes on their platform. Because I know nowadays there are platforms that have like a security bypass where anything someone posts, they have agents who go through them and actually filter it out and make sure this is good, something good to go out. And then when they give it the green light, it then goes out. So I think that will help a lot in filtering.
Okay, Blessing, how can we use social media to positively impact on community and support whatever causes that you may care about?
Using social media to impact like a youth empowerment, like going out sourcing for entrepreneurs, like skill makers that can teach people how to do makeup, how to do hair, how to barb, because with the current economy I will push more of skills out there than getting jobs. Because with social media, if you post like you want to train certain numbers of people, I'm sure with social media online you can get such numbers to train. So and it's positive.
So how about you, Salah?
I feel like
you talked about community earlier. So how can we build, use social media to support the communities and build that?
I go with her opinion, and I feel with coming together to create one platform just to help each other grow, create more skills. You have a skill, you have a skill, help me and I'll help you. I think that's better and that will help more to grow the community.
Abdullah, earlier you made mention of self-esteem, right? Do you feel pressure to present a perfect image online, and how does that affect your self-esteem, if ever you've been across something?
Well, I think personally for me, I wouldn't say I feel pressure, because people on my social media platforms are family and friends. So I'm comfortable putting out everything, I want to put out, because I know these are my people and there are no strangers who could have, negative comments or, pry into my life and find out problems inside. So I think for me personally, but then yes, a lot of people actually go through that pressure, to have a picture perfect image.
Especially
anything you want to post. Anything you want to post, you just want to make sure it's perfect so that nobody has anything
wants to definitely say something about that.
So
Okay, so Blessing, because I know you said especially ladies. Why pick on the ladies at this point?
Because we always go through that a lot. Because you might post a picture today, someone will be zooming your picture to see if you have pimples on your face, if you have wrinkles on your hands. They will just be zooming. So whenever you want to post a picture online, you have to make sure that it's 100% perfect before going out there. So that's why I say that especially ladies. Men don't usually go through that pressure. Because men just post whatsoever they want to post.
Do you feel like young people out there that are always on social media are actually pressured to paint a picture perfect, especially online?
Of course.
But I feel like for me, I'm a private person.
Okay, yeah.
If not for my business, I don't post anything on my social media.
Now you mean like your private life?
Yes, I don't post my private life at all on my
But you
social
put out
media.
pictures and stuff
Of
here and
myself?
there. Yeah.
Not really. No.
Okay, but as an entrepreneur, how do you convince your clients to buy from you without having your pictures on your page?
I don't have to.
It depends on what she is putting out there.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't have to use my face. I'm not selling any skincare product or any makeup product to put my face there. So I feel like to some extent you can just be like, okay, this is my product and I'll sell it out.
But sorry to cut you short. I just feel like whenever you go to a social media account, first thing you always check, maybe for me, that's what I would like, the brand owner. You know, there are so many scams on social media. I can't just go to a faceless brand to go and buy something. I have to like see who is actually selling this.
True.
So that's what I'm asking.
To some extent, I feel like I'll just use my voice.
And then use pictures.
Yes.
But then how can we think, I mean, let me just say, do you think we can put ways to practice self-care while still using social media? Do you think that is possible? To practice self-care and still use social media? How can we do that?
I think you filter out what you use social media for. So you only follow accounts that inspire you, accounts that have maybe advice, you know, financial advice, it could be mental advice, anything, and family and friends. So you just filter out what you use social media for, and then you just try to go for the positive things.
So how can we navigate online conflict and negative comments? You made mention of going to the comments when you see some post that you like. I mean, it depends on what you're looking at, right? It could be comedy, it could be whatever interests you. But how can we navigate comments and
Okay, comments, to some extent, like, you can't control what people say. You can't control what people say. So you know what you post. Some people actually post that just to have that comment. You know that. Some people post that just to have that comment. So you choose what to post. You choose what to post just to avoid all that. Personally, I feel you can avoid that yourself without anyone controlling you or the social media controlling what to post.
So how has social media influenced your lives? All of you. We can start with you, Abdullah. Let me start because Salah just spoke. How has
social media has impacted my life in so many beneficial ways. I can give an example. I was taking a course sometime last year, and as I said earlier, I go to work. I don't have time. So there are actually classes for these, courses, but then I don't have the time. If I go to work, if I come back, I'm tired, and the weekends I have errands to run, so I can't really go and be taking those courses. So what I do is, whenever I'm at home in the night, I go on YouTube, and then I watch videos, and then from there, I learn a lot, and thanks to God, I wrote all the exams and I passed, so I can say it's been very beneficial to me in that sense.
I think this question would be Blessing. Let me ask you, how do you set boundaries when it comes to you using social media, even though you're an entrepreneur? How do you set boundaries?
Okay, like when I'm interacting with my customers, I don't allow them to be too free or too close to me. They are not my friends. They are just patronizing me. So there are some things, just go straight to the point. There are some conversations that we'll have just based on business. You can't just come and be speaking about my personal life. So that's how I set my boundaries. I don't usually pay attention to or give them room to even speak about my personal life. Just go straight to the business, pay and leave.
How about you?
Okay, I think you can have a separate phone number or WhatsApp for all you do for your business. If you're an entrepreneur, you can have all that. And for the comment section, you can turn off your comments without anyone having to comment any nonsense on it. You can, you don't have to interfere into another person's life. Just give me your number. What do you want? This is the dispatch rider. Okay, I have this for you. That's just.
Why do you think young people spend time on social media?
It's really engaging, lots of content, and then it takes nothing away from you. You're sitting down, you're laying down, you just keep
It's taking
scrolling.
something
Takes your
on your
data away.
But yeah, so it's just easily accessible. So you know that's why. Yeah, so you're always just on there, and as I think someone mentioned earlier, you know, the fear of missing out. So there are new trends every day. So you want to go on and see what am I missing today? What's the new trend? What's happening? Yeah, so I think that engagement makes people spend a lot of time on social media.
Okay, so this is the last question, and it goes to all of you, just in a few seconds. Where do you think youth connect?
Where-
Okay.
no, sorry, I didn't get the question.
Where do you think
like
youth
what
connect?
social
Where
media?
do you think they
Oh,
connect?
okay.
Youths. Where do you think they connect?
I would say normally Twitter.
Yeah, normally.
Twitter. is the-
No outside connections.
Okay,
Don't
I
get
thought you.
together.
Okay, I thought
At
you.
what point do you think youths always come together? Where do you think they connect?
Oh, okay.
It could be
Probably
gatherings,
don't
right?
hang out.
Yeah.
Probably don't hang out. Weddings. Yeah. Anniversaries, birthdays,
Social events.
social events.
Okay, what of the introverts?
But introverts
Where
also
do
go
they
to-
connect? Do you think they have a like association of introverts?
Definitely on their phone.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I mean, this is really fun, and thank you so much, Salaha, for being on the show. Abdullah,
Thank you for having me.
for coming and blessing. And this is the much we have for you today. Do join us again next week for another interesting episode on Youth Connect. I mean, social media is actually interesting, but then it has some, effects on young people, and you can actually navigate your way around that. I remain Fatima Ahmed Musa. Bye for now.